Good morning, babes. It's Carlisa Victoria back with yet another video. So let me tell you guys, if you're new here, hi, welcome. If you have already been here, thanks for coming back, like I stated. But make sure if you are a returning or non-returning subscriber and you haven't smashed the subscribe button, make sure you smash the subscribe button. So I just wanted to check in with you guys, let you know I'm headed to corporate America. My gas tank low. I was supposed to get gas. My gas light came on right when I was getting home last night. But you know, I'm not about to stop at no gas station at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Not doing it if I don't have to. And I didn't get up early enough this morning to leave the house to do it either. So I'm going to be, long story short, riding it out until after I get off. So basically, I'm headed to corporate America right now. Foot is on the gas, literally no break. My morning routines could be a lot faster, and they are pretty quick, but I have to incorporate for breaks. I just gotta try to get him to use the bathroom. I got him to try to eat. And lately, he's starting to learn, like, dang, she takes my food if I don't eat. So if I want to eat before a certain time, I need to go ahead. So I have to be up here. He didn't eat, so hence the food got taken. And I'm not mad at him or anything. It's just, we got a routine, boo-boo. If I'm waking up early enough to put your food out there and you still haven't touched it, I'm not leaving it, because that's how I come back to a mess. And we're trying to train no mess. In the last few days, he's been good. I come back, there hasn't been any, like, pee or poo. Where he's been, I mean, there has been on days I've been, like, I had to be gone for a while, but sorry, for the most part, no. Now, my voice is, like, gone. Obviously, in my pastime, I like to shoot pool and just mind my business. And I just go up there to, like I said, pastime. I'm not interested in talking to anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going up there to go for dates. I'm going up there because I genuinely like to shoot pool. Which brings me to something, y'all. Let me just say this. Nobody asked, but I'm just going to clear the air. So while I was out shooting last night, I guess these ladies I see often. Now, sometimes I go and I shoot with I'll go and I'll be cute. I have my high heels on. I have my dress. Other times I will go in, like, sweatpants, crop top. Well, not a complete crop. Like, a lot of times I'll go chill. So one person's friend asked if thank you. Sorry. Oh, no. I got to skip this car, y'all. Give me a second, because this is a one-way. And we drive this thing for a long time. And I already know the car in front of me about to be driving slow. Ain't got time for it today. So, I know I'm not supposed to cross like that. But I just I can foresee they're going to drive slow. I can't stand the road that I'm on right now for this reason. Because it's like, it's double lined. It's only one way each way for the cars. I'll get back to my thought in a second. It's one way for each way. It's only one way for each car. So it's a two-way street. And we have to ride this lane for like a good 5 to 7 minutes before it even turns into multiple lanes again. So if somebody is in front of you going 3 miles per hour and you have somewhere to be, you're going to be blowed. You're going to be upset. And that's the situation. That's why I had to skip that car. Anyway, go back to last night. So I was shooting pool. Y'all know I love to shoot pool. That's what I do in my pastime. I've just always loved shooting pool. And I guess one of the ladies asked me on behalf of her friend if I am interested in females. The answer is no. I don't like girls. Well, not like I don't. I'm not interested in dating girls. I'm not saying that I'm not cool or friends with women, but I'm not interested in women. I only like men. And just to clear the air, Because, you know, people do ask, and I don't even carry myself in a masculine manner. I just think, I don't know, people who are interested in women who are interested in women, they're going to be interested regardless of how you're dressed or look. I was like, oh no, ma'am. But then again, too, I think it's also, well, the friend who was asking on behalf of the friend was trying to shoot her shot. The friend who was asking on behalf of her friend was basically trying to ask me for her friend. And I'm like, first of all, no, I don't like women. But second of all, if this was a man trying to shoot a shot for his friend, you're going to get shut down, because if you're interested in somebody, go shoot the shot yourself. Get shot down yourself if they're not interested. But anyway, long story short, y'all, no, I'm not interested in women. So I'm sorry, it just doesn't. But you know, the thing about it is too, when I go in there, I never am the girl who tries to be up on all the men. Like, obviously, I know a lot of guys up there, so I give them hugs, you know, handshakes, fist pumps, say hi's and byes. But it's never like, for me, it's never in a manner of like, oh, I'm trying to get with you. I don't be like that with the guys up there. I mean, some of them do like me, but I don't play like, I'm just going up there to go shoot my pool. But not only am I not always trying to holler at everything, is I literally roll solo. So they're always like, even when I'm like, people will be like, some of the men are like, where your man at in this room? Or, you know, they try to figure things out. And I'm like, bro, I don't talk to nobody. Like, slow down. They'll be like, who you talk to or whatever. Because I believe, I'm not going to say that it does not happen, but typically you do not always catch a woman who shoots pool and shows up places by herself. That right there is something that a lot of people are not used to per se seeing. So when they do see it, they're just like, nah, this gotta be a trick. And it's like, it's not. So, I don't know. I low-key think that sometimes that's I think sometimes that could be like the thing that throws people off sometimes too. But yeah, y'all, I'm not interested in women, but I just like to shoot pool, and I don't mind going and shooting pool by myself. So that's what I do. That's what your girl do. I don't know why I feel like I'm supposed to turn there, but if I turn on that street, I feel like this is the same street that tells me to hit a U-turn. I've been trying different routes out to get to the job. Remember I told y'all that? So that's basically what I'm doing. So I'm headed to corporate America. I have to be here for some days, for some hours. I've been coming for the last few days. And then I'm going to get gas after. Yeah, I'm going to get gas after. I thought about doing it now, but you know, it might be a line. I got to pump the gas. That's going to take off time. I'd rather be right on time or, you know, close to being on time. I'm not going to be late, but I'd rather be on time than to stop and get gas. Literally, it's only been a few miles that I don't like to drive with my car this low, but like I said, I hope that's his girlfriend dog, because baby, that dog is too small for you, sir. That dog, no. Y'all are, no, men should not be having, y'all. Anyway, let me mind my business. But yes, y'all, let me talk to y'all in a little bit. I gotta get in the elevator, corporate America. Okay, guys, so I'm opening. My schedule didn't really indicate that I was opening. But. Okay, y'all, so corporate America turned out. Like, what are they doing? Okay, look, y'all, so I just grabbed, well, I thought I was grabbing me a quick little sweet treat from Tijuana Flats, but baby, I love the cookie dough chimichangas. And you can get them wrapped in, like, or something like that if you don't want to have all of that bread, like the unhealthy bread. But as I was picking up my order, come to find out they had a sorry to hear my seatbelt buzz. Come to find out the tacos just looked so good. I mean, obviously they're not vegan tacos, but they can make them vegan by us taking off the meat and all that other stuff. Y'all, I'm excited. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm excited. I picked up some sauces. I still have leftover noodles and rice from yesterday, which I'll have that later on. I haven't eaten anything today. I haven't even had coffee. So, bruh, I'm going to go get me some okay. Hey babes, look, so I'm home. Look, y'all. So, first things first. My voice is like gone. I was near smoke the other day, and it makes me lose my voice every time. So I just had on some plain little, I had on a jacket the entire time I was where I was because it's, y'all, let me get these off, please. It rained earlier, so I had on my rain boots too, but it was cold. Like, it's always cold, so I just make sure I bring a jacket. I'm about to eat. I'm so excited about eating. I think it's because, like, I just picked up these tacos. I wasn't even getting tacos. That's the crazy thing. I wasn't getting tacos. I'm about to sit down, watch some TV. I'm going to let Bricks out in a little bit. Right now, like, I just let him out to use the bathroom, but I'm going to let him out to sit while I'm watching TV in a second. Just not now because he's going to be all over me for food. Like, he has his own food, but y'all know how that goes with Mr. Briggs. So, I did want to touch on the topic of, let me go fill my drink up while I'm talking to y'all. So, long story short, I've been having people who've been talking about real estate. I've been having people I've been talking to about trying to do things for real estate. People have been starting to refer people or mention me for real estate. So, that's a good thing. Let me wash my hands again. I gotta clean the dishes, y'all, so it looks a mess because there's dishes. But my ice maker's still frozen, so today I plan on getting some this is not good. Y'all, I gotta get it together because this morning I was leaving the house and, girl, I had nothing for coffee. What? I about lost my marbles, y'all. So, can you imagine about to leave the house, and then you're like, I'm about to make me some coffee, and you don't got no cold brew. I said, wait. Like, no Bricks. No. My feelings were so freaking hurt when I realized, like, I was like, bro, I literally have nothing for coffee. So I'm going to brew some coffee so it can sit out. Oh, sorry, y'all fell. I'm going to brew some coffee so y'all, and let it sit out so I'll have cold brew for tomorrow. Cut it out, Briggs. Y'all, today I just feel like I just put on whatever to get out this house. I didn't even put on makeup today. And that's another thing, y'all, since we always talk about corporate America times entrepreneurship. I gotta get big. Like, there's days I'm cute, but today is it Sunday? On a Sunday, girl, your girlie right here was literally just like put on something and show up. So I put on something and showed up. But normally I like to, you know, be cute, everything. I need to get it together. Which, again, this is why I'm out of coffee already. Because often my coffee lasts me a little bit longer. But because I'm on go all the time, I feel like I'm making bigger cups in the morning. Because that's literally like, a lot of times that's it takes me all the way until like lunch or dinner. So I'm making bigger cups because, like I said, if I'm opening early and I'm not leaving until like today, I didn't leave until like 3 or something, then that means I'm going to need more. I don't necessarily need more coffee, but I'm gonna need something that's gonna hold me over longer, even if it's a matcha. My freezer is still frozen, so like, not, you know what I'm saying, like the back is still frozen, so it's not producing the ice. It does it all the time. I think I need a new freezer, but that's not the point. Sorry, y'all, I'm just trying to get my ice cubes ready. Oh, I'm about to rinse these off anyway. So basically, I'm gonna brew the coffee. Now, I might have a hot cup when I go to work on stuff, but because I'm about to eat right now, I don't see that happening. But y'all know I like to make my cold brew by basically brewing my Starbucks blend coffee, and then I let it sit out, and then I'll put it in a container in the refrigerator. That's how I do cold brew. I do not buy cold brew. So if you're a coffee girl who buys cold brew, think about doing it the way I just said if you want to save your coins and you want that fresh taste. Like, see these, they're like stained. Like, my carafes are stained because I do put coffee in them and stuff like that. So they're stained. They're not as clear. But once I finish brewing that and it cools down, then I'll put it in here, let it sit out, and by the end of the evening, it'll be in the refrigerator. So that's what we're doing now. But corporate America went well today. I mean, it was a slow day, whatever, but overall, it is what it is. You only can do what you can do. So that's that. So I'm doing what I can do. Oh, I still got chips. Oh, it's over for the grooms. I still got chips left. Are they stale? I'm already eating Mexican food, basically. Might as well throw them chips from the other day in there. But, so I'm about to turn on Netflix. Like I told you guys, it's always good to unplug from hustling for a little bit, says the person who never wants to unplug. But find something to do. Watch a movie, do something other than working. So I try to give myself like an hour or two to do something outside of each day of not working. I mean, obviously we're all grinding and we're hustling to be better, but you definitely have to find the balance. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have to start making my schedule for next week. Like, I already know what my corporate America schedule is gonna be. I gotta make my entrepreneurship schedule. Then I also have to plug in my sister, her birthday's next week, and then my friend from high school. We're supposed to be hanging out this week. We were gonna try to do it, but I felt like this week was too busy. Even though I did go out a couple times this week, it wasn't like I went out with people. I went out to literally just be by myself and, like, you know, shoot pool and stuff like I love to do in my pastime. And those times like that, those are not always planned. Those are random, like I need to breathe or I'm not going to be able to breathe. But as far as like busy, I've been busy. So those were like all unplanned. Like, now when it comes down to hanging out, I can't necessarily just do random unplans because for real, I do be busy. So obviously if I'm going out and finding the time to go out, I'm literally finding a space that just worked for that day or something like that. I'd rather have, and I know people think, like, they always think I'm joking, but I need to put stuff on my calendar, friends and all. Like, when you always have a full schedule of things that you're doing, you do have to strategically plan that way. Bricks is eating his food. I gotta give him some more because he still wants more. He just like clear it. Okay, boo boo, it's empty. I'll get you some more. My boo boo is growing. So I'm gonna fix him some more food. Watch this show. Let me just holler back at y'all later. Okay, hey babe. So look, so I'm still up. It's 8 o'clock. I wanted to have coffee, because I didn't have any today, but also because I wanted to get work done. But I just don't know that that's a good idea because I feel like it's gonna keep me up super late, even though I don't have to go to corporate America tomorrow, so I could afford to stay up late. But part of me don't want to be up so late to where I can't get up because I still need to focus on entrepreneurial endeavors tomorrow as well as tonight. So it's hard to find the balance because it's like I need to stay up late, but I don't know. If I make coffee, I think what I'm going to end up doing then is I'll make a small thing of coffee and I'll put more oat milk, or I'll put more creamer than coffee. That way I don't have too much coffee. It'll just be enough to keep me up for a few hours, no espresso. And then I do need to start back buying oat milk and stuff because I think sometimes my dairy-free creamer, like, it's good, it mixes well, but if I could stretch the creamer with oat milk, it will allow the creamers to last longer and then also take the edge off of a little of the sweetness so that I can, have less sweet. So I'm going to start back buying oat milk again. Not that I stopped, it's just I don't buy it every time I buy creme brulee. Anyway, so Briggs is out there. He just went to the bathroom. I had to shut the door because he keeps whining because he knows, like, I'm right in here. But I needed to get out of the same room as him, or he's going to whine if I'm not doing, like, if he sees me doing something and I'm not giving him the time, he'll start to try to whine. So I came into the room and I have all my books, literally like notebooks, books, all of that. I took a shower, so I feel real fresh. On the bed, I have all this stuff on the bed, and I'm just going to be sitting here just working. So at least a minimum of 2 hours. I know I went to corporate America today, but as I told you guys before, when you're building your brand, you're building all of the things that are going to be associated with you. If you decide to do that simultaneously while working corporate America, you're going to have to make sure that when you go home, you don't forget about your goals. So for me, I can't get off of that job, then come home and then forget about my actual career. No, it has to be a balance. So every day I try to work toward my goals, or I strive to work toward my goals, branding and things like that. And I'm doing today minimum 2 hours. Anything over, great. And that includes reading, journaling, being on the internet that pertains to the field. I have books over here on marketing strategies. I have a whole bunch of books, which I think I'm going to start back reading the one that I told you guys the other day. Leadership is an Art. I told you guys in my other vlog that I had to read this book for my MBA program a few years ago. And I kept the book, and now I want to reread it, just like, because sometimes you get a book or something, you have to read it for like a project or something, so you kind of sometimes feel like okay, because I don't have to do it for a class or for a project, now I feel like I can not be rushing the material so much. You know how it is when you're in a program. I don't care. You just trying to basically get through it so you can get them assignments done. And it's not always like you feel as though you were able to absorb completely the context of something or the contents within. So I'm going to read it now for leisure, and then take notes. And then another thing I'm going to be reading, Bricks chewed up the edges of this book I showed y'all, but I couldn't get rid of it because it has I've always wanted to read this book. I bought it a long time ago and I just never got through it. I think I started it, never got through it. That's the story of a lot of my books. Started it, never got through them, or if I did, it's been so long, I want to reread them. So I'm going to be rereading certain books, going through books, highlighting, taking notes. As you know, building your business, building a brand is not just about the brand in itself, like the actual business component. you also have to make sure that your leadership skills, your different strategies and things like that are able to complement your innovations and your tactics and what you want to bring upon your business. So you got to make it make sense. I need my nails done. I can't. I know I ripped them off, and I know this is random, but you see, I polished them the other night just temporarily, and the polish is coming off. It's giving tacky. Can't do it. So, yeah, I'm about to get some work done. So it's 8 now. So from like 8 to 10, I'm not like answering any phone calls or anything like that. I'm just simply focusing on this. I'm going to upload the vlog, which it's going to be a simple upload. I'm not really editing. I took snippets of my video during the day, which I'm vlogging today off of my iPhone 12 Pro Max, not my camera. So it'll be a quick upload, but also I just did snippets of the day. So I'll just be able to add them all into the vlog. I don't want to talk too much. I'm actually going to end the vlog. The vlog's probably not going to be that long today, but just to kind of go back over some highlight points. Corporate America went well today. Working on entrepreneur stuff for minimum 2 hours, maybe even longer. So in about, I probably should go make that coffee now. But because I had to brew fresh coffee, I put it in the freezer just so I can catch a quick coolness because it was sitting out. But I'm probably going to make some coffee in about 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes, and get back to work. So I'm going to get some stuff done now. Like I said, not really answering the phone until like after 10 if anybody calls, or tomorrow. And then, what else? Weight. I haven't weighed in on the scale in the last like 3 to 4 days, probably 3 days. The last time I did weigh myself, I think I was 161 or 160 pounds. I don't remember. So I'll weigh myself soon. What else? Oh, so you guys know that I told you Corporate America gives our scale. They give us our schedule like a week. They give us our schedule like a week. We know our next week's schedule already is basically what I'm trying to say. So I feel like my hours keep changing. Oh, I see what she's doing. Okay, so my schedule for next week is already here. So basically, they give us our schedules and stuff like that. Well, like I just have open availability right now because I feel like unless I have things that are permanently set at certain times, I just kept it at open availability. It makes it easier for everybody. I feel like when there's too many strict schedules, then it makes it very difficult for an operation to operate. But if you have people who are open, they can just fill in gaps when needed without hesitation. But if I have like entrepreneurial weeks and stuff like that where I know I have X, Y, and Z to do, then those are days I'm going to block off. But for right now, to make it easier, I keep Corporate America as an open schedule. And then once we get our schedules, that week I'll plan all the additional hours outside of that. So this upcoming week, I know I'm going to have to schedule a pedicure. I'm going to have to schedule my nails because they both look a mess. I need to schedule Bricks an appointment. He needs to go to the doctor because I think I got an update that he needed some shot, but I'm trying to figure out why because he wasn't due until August. So not a shot, but like he needed something updated. I'm just going to call. That's going to be put on my to-do list to call and then take him in. I canceled my gym membership the other day. I actually had to physically go in so I can do the cancellation process so they don't charge me anymore. So that was successful. What else? So yeah, so since I already have next week's schedule, I don't anticipate it changing. If it does, it'll change probably slightly. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pre-fill what needs to get done. Now, because I feel like I have a good amount of openings next week, yeah, because I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday off next week. I didn't even request it. I just have it off. Well, the 16th, Saturday, I said it was my sister's birthday. I might not be able to, because we haven't figured out plans, but I still rather leave that day open. So I have Monday, I'm off. I've worked like almost every day this week. So Monday, I'm off. Then I work Tuesday, Wednesday. Then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I should be off. Things are subject to change, but as of right now, and then Sunday, I work. So that means Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even though I'm off from corporate America, like I keep saying, that does not mean I'm off. Like, I'm not off as a hustler, as an entrepreneur. You're never off. And I have goals. And it's not just goals, it's actual things that I have to accomplish outside of corporate America. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're off from corporate America, but we're not off from business, if that makes any sense. So I'll be doing real estate stuff in between there, branding and things like that. And I'll treat it just like a normal work day. But it's just going to be for my brands and for my business. So that's that. What else? Oh, so I believe strongly if I integrate it properly, I might be able to get that. Remember I was telling you guys I have to do my post licensing. It's not due for like another year and a half, but I'm still going to finish it so that I'm not caught up trying to do that at the last minute and risk losing my license. Like I told you, when you are in your first renewals, when you're in your first cycle of a licensure, like I am in my broker license, if you miss that post-licensing education by the deadline, your license become null and void. And that test was an animal. I don't have time for null and void. Like once you make it past that first set of 2 years, and when you go into the next 2 years, if you don't do your continuing education on time, that's not a good thing, but you only will be literally like, you'll get told basically like, you need to do this before you can actually have your license in a positive active status, but you won't be null and void. You'll just be like suspended probably until you can get it together, or inactive until you can get it together. So I don't need to miss my first cycle is what I'm saying, because you missed that first cycle. I don't have time to go back and you have to go back and redo everything from fingerprints to class to taking the state exams to, you have to do all that over. I'm not doing it. It's not worth it. So I feel like if you know you have to do it, just do it in the beginning. And then later down the road, you won't be that person who your renewal or it's time for you to renew your first renewal cycle and you're struggling to find somebody who could teach a post-license class, and then you're scared on, am I going to pass the material or fail it? I don't want that type of anxiety. You could just pre-plan. So I'm going to try to integrate those hours into this month. Hopefully I can finish this month. I do have to start my doctoral program. Not start it, but start taking my fall classes come August. So I need to make sure that I'm not overwhelmed with material such as post-licensing and extra education for licensures and stuff like that. And I'm only open for education for that because it's a lot of work. Obviously, I'll still be reading books. I'll still be setting goals. I'll still be setting goals, but I don't want to be trying to do doctoral courses times trying to do post-licensing education for real estate. It's just, your brain is going to be just all over the place, and I don't feel like it. Scattered brain. So we'll be focused on doctoral when it comes to that. I've been feeling like there's a lot that I need to do, but y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. I just wanted to give you guys an update. Your girl's about to get some work done, and now I have to, it's 8:14, so now I have to, whatever time, once I go make that coffee, I start working from that coffee. I'm doing 2 hours up from whatever time I do that. So let me go make the coffee. I'm thinking, let me go make the coffee, come back. I'm gonna give myself to 8:20 so I could be done at 10:20 minimum, 2 hours. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm gonna upload this right now. Like, comment, share, subscribe.